Good morning. So it's Monday, and it's that time of year. you know, uh, this morning it was below zero, so it was freezing. It was like 4 or 5 below. Um, so yesterday, I did some stuff like the yard stuff. Put the hose away, drain it, put the hose away, garden hose, and all that stuff, lawnmower, and all that crap. And today was a nice day, so I spent most of the day outside, getting rid of all the junk that I got laying around in front of the garage. I had that 56 Chevy front clip. I took that apart, put it away. Just wood and steel tubing and wheels and all kinds of shit that was all over the place. So anyway, I put all that away in the back shed. I started mucking out the side of the garage and getting cleaned up there beside the Chevy here because I want to bring my 50 Ford in for the winter. And I was waiting for those fasteners anyway for the bed floor. They're supposed to be in tomorrow, so if I can bolt that down, now I just freed up a whole bunch more space because I can lay a couple blankets down in the box and put all the parts that are laying on the floor in boxes, put them all in the bed of the truck, and that makes a whole bunch more room again. So that's the plan. It's going to be a lot of shuffling and moving stuff and wheeling things around and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, and then this evening there, as the day rolls on and starts cooling off again, I'll get my buffing machine out and buff all that trim that's in the aluminum trim that's in the bed floor. So that's what this one's going to be about, and we'll just go from there. Yeah, I don't know how well this is going to show, but all I've done here is I sanded this one with 1000 wet paper just to get the scratches and stuff out. I'm not going for like a chrome looking finish or anything like that. I just want to take the marks and stuff out of it. And there's quite a few of them. I mean, if you look, you look at this, see all these marks. I just want to get those out. So that's what I've done with this one. And now I can bring it over to the buffing machine and see what the end result's going to be. All right, we'll just give this a quickie here. I'm wearing gloves because this piece is going to get pretty hot from buffing it. I'm gonna wipe that with a rag. I think it looks worse. Yeah. I don't know if you can see this, but I'm not impressed. Like, it's shiny, but any scratches are full of compound. They look like hell. Let's try a little bit more. I don't like it at all. All right, so I put two side by side. I still don't like it. I think it looks cheap, and it doesn't really go well with the billet and the cap. So what I think I'm going to do, instead of buffing it, I'm going to sand it with all the pieces with 1000, like I did this one, and just go to a finer and finer paper until I get almost like a brushed nickel sort of look, and you know, that'll match up the billet filler, and I think that'll be better and look better. I find it looks cheap. So, and you know, these scratches here, I'll be sanding the crap out of it to get all those scratches out, and a lot of work, and the end result I don't think is as good. So I'm going to go ahead and just sand it, go with that. Okay, so I went over this piece with 1000, 2000, and then 2500, and I mean, you can see the match to the billet aluminum. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. It's nice and clean looking. You can see the difference between this piece and the other ones. Yeah, I think I prefer this finish. So that's what I'm going with. So I'll just go ahead and sand the rest of those. All right, so it's Tuesday around noonish, and my bolts to bolt on the bed are still not in. I just called, so I was running into town for nothing, right? So anyway, this morning while I was waiting, I did finish sanding those pieces for the box, the aluminum strips, and finished mucking about in here, or partially finished, close enough to where I can get my 50 Ford into the garage. So I'm going to do that now. I'll just grab the camera. I'll show you my little setup here. So here's my winch, just a little guy, but you know, it's on wheels, it rolls easily. And I've just got it on a 2x4 steel rectangular tubing. I got a clamp to my hoist on both sides, and it's actually up against the hoist, so it can't really go anywhere. Took the battery out of my square body and hooked that up. And then I've got, you know, it's on a little remote control switch here, so I can stand back a few feet. Hopefully the cable doesn't snap and destroy my house and my life. Anyway, so there it is. Like I said, I got the Chevy all the way over to, you know, the other side of the garage. So got the cable hooked on there. I'll have to stop every few minutes to move the steering wheels. I just use a crowbar because the column's not in place yet. And yeah, so I mucked out this area here. I'll have to move some stuff around as I get the truck in. And then I'm going to get it up on those skates and just push it tight to the wall. So there we go. Might have to do a 3-point turn here. there. Lots of room. The joys of working by yourself. Okay, all 4 wheels are in, so I can jack it up now and get the skates into the wheels and move it on over. All right, so I got all kinds of room here. Walk all the way around. You know, plenty of space. I gotta move some crap around in the back, but that's after I get my fasteners and I can get all the parts up and off the floor. I'll organize the back up a little bit, and I got about 2 feet between the old Ford and the wall. So yeah, not bad at all. So all I got left to do here is put the battery back in the square body, and Sunday, the last day of the Mopar being on the road, the Mopar is going to go right here, and the only other thing I need to move before the snow flies is my other square body over there. So I want to get that up front and center somewhere, so that if I do get the opportunity to work on it later in the winter, I have access to it. Because you know, all my snow gets piled here, so anything back there is there for the winter. So that's just the way it is. But yeah, quite pleased. Got, you know, it's always a good feeling to get all this shit done before the snow flies, because I get caught almost every year. You know, out there freezing my ass off. Today it's like 60 degrees out, so not bad at all. So there we go. Now I should be able to get back to work. I'm gonna call that bolt place again and see if they've got my stainless bolts in yet or what. So there you go. Pretty much a day and a half of messing around, cleaning up the yard and everything. But it is what it is. You might think, hey, you know, what's that got to do with you know, building a hot rod? Well, winters up here can be long and hard. You know, we're talking up to 6 months long. You know, we're a week away from November. We could get snow anytime. So, you know, I've seen it where we've had a big snowfall, first one, and it stayed right through all year until April. So 6 months is a long time. Friggin' right it is. So if you're not set up and you don't have room, and you know, you got shit laying around all over the place and you can't get to things, it can be a problem and really slow you down on any progress on any project. So, you know, you got to get organized before the snow flies, and that's just the way it is, part of living in the great white north. But anyway, it's all done now and I feel good. My fasteners are not in yet for the bed floor, so the guy tells me tomorrow morning. So anyway, in the next video, that'll be all bolted down, and I'll have the you know, I'll lay a couple of blankets, like I said, and then put all the parts that are laying on the floor at the back of the garage, get them in there so that they're off the floor, out of the way, and make some more room. And yeah, then we're gonna get after the rear fenders, I guess. And I got the wiring, I got glass, there's a bunch of shit to do yet, so, you know, we'll just have to keep after it. Yeah, if you like the content, you know, please subscribe. I truly appreciate it. And for those of you who have subscribed already, thank you very much. And that's awesome. So yeah, not much else to say other than you know, if you're not doing anything, get up in the garage and build something, man. Later, guys.